Hey everybody, welcome back to Starfyre Gaming. I am Sir Joseph, and this is episode 117 of our Let's Play Pathfinder Wrath of the Righteous. We just tried to take a nap here, and we got attacked, so we're not going to try to take a nap here again. So we'll go keep exploring the city, see if we can find a safer place to take a nap.
Together we stand.
The goddess
We are
protects
out of
us.
everything, though. Man, that is rough. How do we use this? The stone arch, emitting a revolting, high-pitched shriek, is responsive to these vibrations. Or in response to these vibrations, the particles of ash and grain of sand under your feet float upward. They gather together and violently twist themselves into a whirlwind, at the heart of which an ember of magic flame ignites. The fire becomes brighter until you can see Alu Shinira in the flames. The city lies beneath your feet, allowing you to see every spire, every tiny detail of its architectural madness. You spot other magic lights radiating from points on the city streets. Upon closer inspection, you realize the lights emanate from other arches similar to the ones before you. The gold coin with Baphomet's mark, which you found on Darazen's body, reacts to the revolting sound of vibrating. The coin appears to be an enchanted item set to resonate magically within the arch, possibly serving as a tool of some sort. Let's figure out what we're seeing. You notice that the entire city appears to be littered with an intricate network of portals, which the arches serve as artifacts, allowing you to access the alien network. Interacting with the arches seems to require formulating a clear request in your mind, at which point the magic will transfer you to another portal along the network. Well, let's do 3 first. Try to understand why you can't move to the other arches. Succeeded, alright. It's quite obvious that this strange construct was not designed for mundane use, only transporting users to specific arches that they are allowed to visit. It's likely that some kind of system of magical marks is used, quite possibly shaped into tangible objects, the coins, to provide access to various arches. Before you get one such token, all destination points will be closed to you. Determine the arch's origin. The stones are cut in quite a rough manner, while the magical symbols appear to be drawn without too much diligence. It's quite unlikely that the architect of such an intricate network would have demonstrated such a lack of finesse. By all appearances, this arch is handmade, somehow connected to the web of portals and illicitly used for personal gain. Leave. Alright. Oh, this is this. There. Yep. Outside. So that's the initial outside. That's another outside. Let's go to this outside, because we're going to go to... What's-her-face's house, hide out, and see if we can rest there. Because we are really lacking in spell slots and healing and all that fun stuff. I mean, we still got Let's see if this will work. Nope. Can't rest there either. Alright. Can't get onto there. Okay.
Let us be off.
Alright, let's go back to these streets. And just come up this way here. Midnight Isles, the abyss realm of Nocticula, can be found in Ishir, the great ocean of the abyss. The sound of your footsteps startles the demon, and she gives you a baleful look. You have disturbed me, mortal. Why have you broken my solitude? On second thought, save your answers. Your reasons do not interest me. A boy of about 12 stands next to her. The boy examines her wrists, which are covered in strange round scars and look like they may have come from suction cups. His inflamed skin, burning eyes, and general appearance suggest that demon blood run through his veins. He lifts his gaze and gives you a long, sad look. Who are you? I am Zara the Grim, mortal worm, the most skillful explorer of the dark depths of Ishir. I learned from Master Willidus himself, the trusted mage of Our Lady in the Shadows. One day I will surpass my master's skill and take his place. Everyone knows this, including Willidus himself. Next time you dare address me, do so with respect if you would like your head to remain on your shoulders. What are you doing? I'm listening to the ocean and waiting for this worthless whelp to recover enough strength to plunge back into Ishir's depths. What a shame that I cannot walk its paths myself. How ironic that the most coveted mysteries are revealed to the most pitiful of creatures, mortals. Who is this boy? The demon gives an arrogant snout. Zorges is my son, the best of my offspring. He is helpful and obedient, which is the only reason I consented to take care of this wretched creature. Are you alright, kid? The boy flinches as you speak to him. He looks at you with amusement, perhaps even fear. Then his eyes dart to the demon. Mother, may I speak to him? The demon's voice holds suspicion and anger. Don't speak to the boy. What do you want with him? Are you plotting to steal him away? Be warned, if you lay a finger on him, you'll regret it. Huh. Now, what do I do here? What are you doing to your son? Tell me the truth. Demon frowns haughtily. Do you truly think I will answer you, worm? I grow even more inclined to destroy you as well. Mother tells me to dive deep to places where moonlight never reaches. Down there The boy stops, his words drowned out by the demon's angry hissing. Sorry, Mother. I won't say any more. Champion, how could we allow this child to remain in the hands of this cruel creature? Normally, I would say we have no right to deprive a child of a parent's love, but these creatures do not know love. How can a mother be so cruel to her child? So what if he's my blood? That's not why I feed and protect him. Little Xorges is valuable because his brothers and sisters died during my research. He is the only one who shows reliable, constant results. He can only experiment on others with their consent. It is unprofessional to use underage children for this. This demon has violated the unspoken scientist code and must be severely punished. What would you prefer, Xorges? What do I want? In the depths, nobody knows this word, want. And I wasn't taught it on the surface either. I know how to obey, dive, be quiet. But I don't know how to want. What could I possibly want? Stop addressing my property, worm, or I'll pour the waters of Ishar down your throat and let the ocean's tiny mollusks devour you from the inside and turn you into their shell. Well, I will not let you torture this boy. I'm taking it away from you. The demon looks you over, and the confidence in her eye fades. She shrugs. You want to take the boy? I don't care. He's yours. I won't fight over a trifle like the life of some mortal spawn, especially since it's nearly exhausted its usefulness. Take him and do as you want with him. The boy you saved from his wicked mother gives you a look that is both sad and mature beyond his years. I sense a certain darkness within this youth, hiding deep inside. Yet he himself is not evil. His soul is pure and kind, as a child's soul should be. The boy is silent and focused, as if he too heard the voice of the hand, and he suddenly responds. Does this spirit speak the truth? Is there really darkness inside me? But how can I carry evil in me, yet not be evil? His gaze pierces you as though he wants you to say something else, but reconsiders it at the last moment. Can you see and hear the hand of the inheritor? Yes, he glows and he is not evil. I think I like him, but I feel there is an irreconcilable conflict between us. It is unfortunate. So this child can hear and see me. He is not evil, nor is he a sorcerer, a mage, or a wizard. He wields no spells that could reveal the unseen and carries no such spells cast by someone else. He just sees. What power does this youth possess? Who are you? Mother named me Xorges. I am a creature of her making, and until recently, I was her creature in every way. I had many brothers and sisters, but none survived her research, so I was the only one left. Now that my mother is gone, I don't know who I am. Am I Xorges? But that name means nothing. It was whispered into my mother's ear by Aishiar. So who am I? Tell me about your mother. Her name is Zara the Grim. She used to be a pauper, a diver who collected what Aishiar had taken. The ocean has no floor, so she recovered whatever hadn't sunk too deep. But those bounties were as generous as Aishiar is harsh. No one knows the ocean as well as she did. She knows the safe passages and she guides ships, swimming at half speed so they don't fall behind. She's a child of Aishiar. She was created in it. Her first cry burst from her lips the moment she broke the surface. But many centuries have passed since her incarnation. She is dark, like Aishiar, cruel, like Aishiar, powerful and uncompromising, like Aishiar, fertile and merciless towards her children, like Aishiar. What magical experiments did Zara perform on you? I am too young, and I don't know enough to judge them. We'd go to the shore to Aishiar. She'd feed me potions and then force me to dive deeper and deeper each time. By the time I was 8, I could dive so deep the water pressed on me on all sides, and my body no longer wanted to ascend. I had to stay there as long as I could. Then I'd come up, my nose bleeding, and sometimes my mouth and ears as well, even my eyes. The next day, Mother would make me drink a different potion, then send me down again. It was so dark down there, I could feel the touches of strange, dark things. Sometimes their vibrations reached me as if they were communicating with me. On those days, I vomited black slime. Ugh. I tried to hear the voices, but I never had enough time. Mother would be furious, beat me, brew a new potion, then make me dive deeper, stay longer. The last time I spent 7 hours in the water. Holy smokes. There were so many vibrations, they enveloped me. I then realized I am neither food nor an enemy, though I have the blood of the enemy in my veins. What does that mean? I don't understand. It was a little boring, so I imagined I was a giant octopus floating in the deep, waiting for prey. I'm afraid no one else will tell you more about me because you angered my mother, and she is vindictive. A remarkable discovery. A pity I cannot include it in my encyclopedia, as your mother obtained this knowledge in violation of professional ethics. I recommend that you visit any research institute in Absalon and demand lifelong compensation in exchange for this information. Send me a letter if you want me to vouch for you. Arushalia's whisper is barely audible. Thank you for showing concern for this demon who is a stranger to you. Do not confuse sentimentality with compassion or compensation for damage caused by a professional colleague. All the same, thank you. So what are we going to do with you now? I'd rather not go home, and I have nowhere else to go. What do they do, those who have nowhere to go? I don't know. Maybe I should live in Ishiar. Companion, we have no right to leave him here by himself. He needs care, and fate has entrusted the child with you. I have faith that you will make the right choice. You will find refuge in my camp if you choose. The boy nods solemnly. Thank you for not deciding for me, but granting me the right to choose. Others have not done this, and so I will accept your invitation. The little one is now safe in our care. Neither his cruel mother nor a remorseless kidnapper will cause him any further harm. I'm glad to share a belief that children should not be victims of such evil. I am certain young Zorges will be better off on Galorian. Alright. Let's see here. We want to go back to the tavern. There was one other outside door we want to go to. And I think we'll head back to camp, take a long rest, go into the middle city. Take a long rest. That's a D&D term. There's the stairs. Oh, takes us up top. Guards. Alright, so we're gonna go back in. Out this door. How did we get here? There's a trap up there. There we go.
Let's move.
With the chaos and everything, constantly changing both appearance and nature. Oh, yeah. That's just tell me. To the Nexus. To the sleep. All demons have resistance to some types of energy damage. I guess that boy's not here. How do I rest? Just camp? Just hit camp, alright. 15 hours, holy smokes, yeah, we gotta get stuff back.
You're not bad at spellcasting. Where did you study?
Here and there, but I give up all my lessons just to be able to drink the way you do and not end up under the table.
Let's get these guys' mythic stuff set. Always a chance, that looks good. Alright, this is one we have to choose. Let's see, abundant casting. Abundant Smite Chaos. Always a chance. Archmage, Ascendant. Abundant Summoning. Battle Meditation. Best Jokes. Boundless Healing. That's natural. Cleaving Shot. Special Retribution. Distracting Shot. Elemental Bridge. Emergency Help. Enduring Spells. Forced Vigor. Ever Ready. Exposed Vulnerability. Range Shots. Inspirational Leader. Last Stand. Relentless Rage. Magic Nullification. Shapeshifter Master. Mythic Charge. Baleful Shadows. Ranging Shots. Rupture Restraints. The bigger they are, range stuff. A lot of range stuff. Unresenting Assault. Goes Unrelenting Assault. That sounds very him. Second Oracle Mastery. Bones. Greater Abundant Casting. All right. That sounds like something he would take. Rupture Restraints because he doesn't like being restrained. Prison. Ever Ready, it looks good. Ever Ready looks good. He's got extra spell stuff, so. All right. Oh, it's resting again. We don't need to rest again. There we go. Oh, rest inside the cave. Now I know. That's the right way. The correct way. All right, let's head back. use the coin.
I need something else.
Okay, but how do we use the coin? No clue.
Follow me. Thanks, Lan. You're so awesome, Lan.
You are awesome, Lan. Big ass guards. Ember.
March on.
Walking down the street in Alushinura, you see Ember. She's sitting on the ground, surrounded by demons, shielding a scrawny babu who looks like he's been beaten. What are you doing to him? You're hurting him. Hey, you little ragamuffin. We'll beat you up too. Who are you anyway? I'm just a mortal, weak and silly. Compared to you, I'm a mayfly. One moment I'm here, the next I'm gone. But you'd better listen to what I tell you, because I've lived more than you have. Listen to her carefully. This might be the most important thing you hear in your entire lives. Yeah, right. We've always dreamed of listening to what a charred piece of meat has to say. The demon draws close to the girl and looks her over with contempt. What's with all the riddles? What do you mean you've lived more than us? It's very simple. I haven't lived very long, but I have friends. Those I can protect. Those who are glad to see me. There are many sad things, but I still know what happiness is. But you, beating, fighting, fearing, hating each other, are you really happy? And if you aren't, is this any kind of life? So yeah, I've lived a lot, but you've spent centuries and centuries without really living. Bah! This mortal brat, this lump of meat, is going to preach to us? The demon gives a predatory sniff, bends down, and shows off his mouth filled with sharp teeth. You know what makes me happy? Gobbling up tasty pieces of meat like you. Ember looks at him sincerely. She reaches out and strokes his horned head with her burnt palm. Poor thing. You are so hurt and scared all the time. You feel a bit better. You feel a bit better while you torture others and forget about your suffering. But is that really happiness? The demon recoils from her touch. There is a combination of surprise and terror on his fearsome face. Are you crazy or something? The demons stand around Ember. Their faces show caution and rapturous interest. It is clear they are slightly afraid of the strange girl who shows no fear, but at the same time, they see no obvious threat. Ember, this demon is wounded. Words are all well and good, but let's help him. Oh, you're right. How embarrassing. There, Ember whispers a spell, and the demon's wounds are healed.
Esmond, access, yes.
The Babu jumps up and runs away from Ember and the demons who were beating him. Screw you! I owe you nothing! Of course you don't. Ember smiles sincerely. I helped you for no reason, just because I wanted to. I hope you'll be alright. Ha! For no reason. You're stupid. No one does anything without a reason. She's a witch. Probably wants to sell us something. Some magic potions or herb. Come on, show us. What do you have? What? No, I'm not selling anything. I just wanted to tell you how much you're missing. I mean, you're free. Freer than anyone in the world. But you use this freedom to make life miserable for yourself and everyone else. Just think how much happier you could be. Ember keeps preaching. The demons listen, occasionally interrupting her with laughter and obscene jokes. Finally, they get bored and walk away. They left. Do you think they understood anything? If anyone in this world can convince a demon to repent, it's you. Thank you, but it's not true. There is kindness in every creature, even demons. They just forget about it sometime. They just forgot about it for some reason. You know, I was thinking. I tried sending prayers to the demon lords, and I tried talking to demons in the street. But one of the demon lords lives right here in the city. Nocticula, right? What if I try to talk to her? Not through prayer, but in person. You're going to meet her sooner or later, aren't you? Please take me with you. I'm sure if we meet face to face, like you and I am talking right now, I'll be able to convince her to stop being so mean. You'll take me to her. Promise? All right. We're going to arrange a meeting with Ember and Nocticula.
Sorry. I did my best.
Incomprehensible scrawls have been inscribed on the wall, written in one of the countless dialects of the abyss. How bad did we fail? Oh, needed a 13. We only failed by 1, but it wasn't an easy.
The mongrel bitter.
Looks like these rooftops can be used to bypass the guards and get you to the street above. Yeah. Alright, let's come down, let's explore the rest of the area, and then we'll come back.
Thanks, Lan. You're so awesome, Lan.
You are awesome, Lan. I know how to bypass the guards.
I sense something.
Onwards. Let us be off.
Let's prove their logic is lacking.
That's some heady dope and no mistake. I feel like I could rip the head off of anyone. Hey, you outsider. How about I rip your head off?
Forwards!
I will resist!
Deadeye, armor, and ring of protection. Let's see what Deadeye is. Maybe we have a new bow for somebody. Come on, come on. Do what I want you to do. There we go. Ooh, composite axiomatic +4. Whenever the wielder of this +4 axiomatic composite longbow lands the first hit in a round against an enemy more than 30 feet away, the enemy suffers a -2 penalty to armor class. Not bad. Let's see what she's got. A speed +3 bow, which is basically like gets her an extra shot. But I think I want the extra +1 as opposed to the extra shot. There's a lot of hard guy things out there to kill, and
This experiment has gone awry.
failed that one too. Ah, needed a 3. Huh. What that is. Now would be where we would be able to teleport. Alright.
Let's move!
The Battle Bliss Arena. Do you want to go to the Battle Bliss Arena? Let's go check it out. A handsome young man with tousled black hair strolls casually towards the demon surgeon. O master of stitches, artist of the scalpel, and genius of surgical profession, tell me, is your heart free? The young man has a glove puppet on his hand, a dragon made of rags and buttons for eyes. He raises it up and then begins a ventriloquism loudly. His voice is surprisingly deep. We've seen him before. Also, do you have an hour of free time tonight? How about a romantic dinner? Watch in silence. No, I would not say that my heart is free. Right now, it contains 3 copper rods, 200 grams of enchanted quicksilver, and a fair dose of lamia liver extract. He pauses and gives the young man an appraising glance. But I could give you an hour or 2 of my time for something other than dinner. Has anyone ever told you you have beautiful, smooth skin? I happen to be in need of some. The young man deftly steps aside to avoid the demon's outstretched claw. He jots something down in his notebook. Okay. You leave? Yep, you left. That was interesting. All right. A stern but tired-looking tiefling observes you politely. His clothes look expensive but tasteful. He's carrying a large bag, and every once in a while it moves and twitches as if something is inside. Welcome to the Battle Bliss Arena. My name is Zeklex. I'm the arena steward. Airman Galeth is the master of the arena, but I help him manage its affairs. It looks like you're new here. Did you come to spectate the fights or participate in them? The tiefling has a surprisingly open and honest face. After all these demons, he seems strangely normal. The tiefling looks you up and down with the calm professionalism of a person doing an unpleasant job with diligence. You look impressive, a serious and formidable fighter. Perhaps Airman Galeth will take an interest in you. Perhaps he will even allow you to test yourself against Ruksha, one of our strongest gladiators. But not right away. All newcomers must first prove themselves. Airman Galeth. I remember a demon called Airman Galeth. He is a vile, cunning murderer. He has a way with words that are just as deadly as his skill in battle. There's a rustling sound from within the tiefling's bag, and an imp peeks its head out and looks at you. He has large droopy ears and stares at you with his huge unblinking eyes. Then, as if suddenly shy, he darts back into the bag and vanishes from sight. I'd like to know more about Battle Bliss. What would you like to know? The arena's operation is simple. It functions like a pyramid. The spectators are on the lowest level, regular gladiators on the next tier, followed by members of the Naharindian League, the champion's tower above them all, and the master of the arena stands on his shoulders as like an omnipotent god. Tell me more about what happens in the arena. The Battle Bliss is a gladiatorial arena. You must understand, fights are a big deal in Alushinira. They are the city's primary source of gossip and entertainment. But they are much more than that. These gladiatorial matches serve as a kind of ritual, a daily offering to the demonic way of life. And these daily offerings, these rituals, are performed in the Battle Bliss. In a way, it is more of a temple than an arena. The arena is the only reason the city is still standing. Without Battle Bliss, the demons would have brought Alushinira to ruin long ago. But instead of tearing down the city with their rage and their desire for slaughter, they come here to quench their thirst for blood. You see, the arena gives them a sort of release. It allows them to satiate their lust for violence. Who runs this place? His name is Airman Galeth. He is a Cambion. He was born in the Abyss as the offspring of an incubus and a mortal woman. Incubi are naturally persuasive, but Airman Galeth's father was especially skilled at using his words to manipulate and control. Well, his son inherited his silver tongue. His ability to influence a crowd is unmatched. With just the sound of his voice, he can instantly instigate a riot or make a screaming group of demons fall asleep and listen to his every word. Or fall silent. Wow. When he warms up the audience, the spectators are ready to jump into the arena and fight the gladiators themselves. Who is the strongest fighter in the arena? The champion's title is currently held by an incubus named Gelderfang. He is the deadliest of Airman Galeth's fighters and serves as his bodyguard. He is a true artist of death and destruction. Of course, there are other fighters in the Abyss who are more dangerous, but no one can kill like he does. He makes every death exquisite and prolongs the agony and suffering of his opponents. He can transform any fight into a spectacular show. He turns combat into a performance and knows how to create a dramatic spectacle out of the most mundane match. There are only two things Gelderfang wants in life: pleasure and murder. They are his obsession. And he feeds the obsession every time he steps into the arena. After all, everyone in Alushinra knows his name, and the audience yells it at the top of their lungs every time he kills one of his rivals. What is the Naharindian League? It's an old name, I admit, but it is in keeping with the latest trend. Naharindian is a very popular word in Alushinria these days. The Naharindian League is led by the arena's current champion, Gelderfang, and only the best gladiators can become members. The fighters of the league belong to Airman Galeth, but not all of them are demons. Alushinria serves as a crossroads between multiple worlds, and fighters come from many different planes to perform in the arena. I've heard of Naharindian crystals. Do you get them if you're a member of the league? Zeklex gives you a faint smile. They'd like you to believe that, but no. The members of the Naharindian League are no different than the Naharindian booze vendors in the tavern and the Naharindian whip sellers at the flesh markets. None of them actually has access to the crystals. I've heard that Naharindian crystals contain immense power. Gelderfang would love to have one. And there are rumors that Airman Galeth promised him a crystal in exchange for his services as a bodyguard. Of course, it wouldn't surprise me to find out that Airman Galeth was lying. I'm not sure even he knows how to get his hands on a Naharindian crystal. I understand. I'm glad I satisfied your curiosity. I'd like to know more about you. The tiefling smiles wryly and addresses the imp in his bag. You see, Crow? This is why we worked so hard to climb the ranks. He wanted to be important, and now look, this stranger wants to know all about us. I guess that means we're finally a big deal. Who are you? I am the arena steward. My position is prestigious, but my success is hard-earned. My life has not been easy. I grew up on the streets of Alushinria. I was a street urchin, an orphan. I'm the result of an act of violence committed against a hapless slave woman. I've always been weak. I've always been surrounded by those who are bigger and stronger than me. All my life, I've had to rely on my wits to survive. Out on the streets, I scrounged around for food and tried to avoid becoming anyone else's snack. Fortunately, I had someone to look out for me. The tiefling takes a small piece of dried meat and holds it close to the bag. Quick as a flash, a scrawny paw darts from the bag and snatches up the treat. Crow has been my companion for a long time. He is also my partner in business. Together, we saved up our money, one coin at a time. We made allies and sought out opportunities for advancement. We've worked hard to climb the ranks of society. In the beginning, our goals were simple. Never starve again, never live in poverty again, and never fear for our lives again. Trust me, those goals aren't easy to accomplish here in the Abyss. You have to be very influential in this city to achieve any of those things, but we've managed to make our goals a reality. In fact, we've been doing quite well for ourselves here in Alu Shinria. What's your role here? Airman Galeth is an artist, not a clerk. That's why I have so many responsibilities. I search for new fighters, I make the fight charts and arrange the fights so that the opponents are evenly matched. And of course, I organize all the matches. Unfortunately, my master has a habit of interfering with my work. He's been very involved lately, and as a result, all fights have been terrible. The combats turn into meaningless carnage. There's no skill, no strategy involved. And of course, no one wants to place bets on fights like that. Everyone already knows who's going to win. There aren't even fights anymore. They're just public executions. That's also a form of entertainment, of course, but it's not what our audience wants. You don't look like you belong in the Abyss. The imp peeks out of the bag and the tiefling grins as he pats his companion's tiny little head. That's because I like to stay organized. When I was growing up, I made mental lists of all my possessions, my money, my enemies and allies, my schedule, and my goals. I was weaker than everyone else, and these mental calculations helped me survive. It was the only advantage I had, the only way I could gain the upper hand, and keeping lists became a habit. I've found wow, reading is hard. I've found that it disciplines the mind and keeps my thoughts organized. I am an accountant by nature, and my ability to bring order to a place where chaos reigns has turned out to be a very profitable skill. Well, there's no variable. Who's that imp you're hiding in your bag? The tiefling smiles as the little creature peeks curiously out of the bag. It has big drooping ears, a small round face, and big round eyes that gaze at you curiously. This is Crow. He's my business partner. He also happens to be my familiar. I have no idea how he wound up in the Abyss, but he's not had an easy time of it either. If our paths hadn't crossed, we'd both be dead now. He's probably the only one I trust. The imp fidgets beneath your gaze and finally darts back into the bag to hide. It is odd to see an imp, an infernal creature, here in the Abyss. The fundamentally chaotic energy of this place must be repugnant to a creature born of a plane of order and evil. Your imp is an infernal creature. How has it managed to survive in the Abyss? Zexlex looks at you with respect. It's nice to meet a person who knows the difference between an imp and a quasit. Yes, Crow is a devil, though a lesser one. I have no idea how he ended up here, but at the time we met, he was extremely unwell. Staying in the Abyss is not much easier for him than staying underwater would be for a mortal. So that's how I spent the first real money I managed to earn here, on this fine, stolen-to-order bag. It has a magic symbol sewn inside it to make the interior bearable for Crow. I have no more questions. Alright, so I'm going to say I have to go because we're at that hour mark, so we don't get, drawn into a longer conversation. Zextrix bows respectfully. From the depths of his bag, you see a glint of large, curious eyes. Well, thank you for watching. I appreciate it. Leave a comment, like, subscribe if you haven't already done so. I've been Sir Joseph. You guys have been awesome. Till next time, stay safe out there, and I'll talk to you later.